All right. Space Quest 6, Roger Wilco in the Spinal Frontier PC 1995 adventure developed and published by Sierra Online. So no more dynamics. This is a Sierra Online banger. I actually bought this game new when it came out. Well, my dad bought it for me, but I got this game when it came out. And I believe this was the first PC game that I bought. It was either on or near release when it came out. So this is like one of my first like release day PC games, I guess. So that's also why I have a large soft spot in my heart for the Space Quest series, because this is like the beginning of the hardcore PC gaming for me. Started with this one, really. So Space Quest 6, Roger Wilco in the Spinal Frontier, the funniest Space Quest ever from a series that has sold over 1 million copies, says Sierra. So this is their different style box art. This is the same like style box that they used for Shivers and Torrens Passage, and was kind of their mid-90s box art for a lot of stuff. I think even Half-Life had this same box art, because that was actually published by Sierra. So I think Half-Life also had this like turquoise blue bar on the bottom. I think, I can't remember, but I think that was the case for that one. So we got our boy Raj here. Yeah, DS9. Yeah, this one up here. And then we got mysterious figure watching you poop up here in the corner. All right. In space, no one can hear you clean. Fight grime and battle evil adversaries with Roger Wilco, janitor turned space adventurer, as he joins farces with video games, TV, and sci-fi movies, past and present, in the wildest Space Quest ever. From far-flung planet Polysorbate 60 to the deep recesses of inner space, getting out of this one clean will take all the nerve and backbone Wilco can muster. But this Roger's got half a mind to do it, and where there's a Wilco, there's a way. All right, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Boom. There's our boy. Our boy Fester. He's a little worse for wear now. Brimming with slapstick comedy and parody, it's the most family-friendly Space Quest ever. I don't know if I would call this a positive. I don't know. I don't know about this, because some of the raunchy humor, I guess, from, well, I say raunchy, but it's like, it's pretty tame. But some of the more adult humor from like 4 and 5 was pretty great. And they kind of reined that in a little bit with 6. Not much, but they did rein it in a little bit for 6. And the game's kind of worse off for it. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Who knew the human body would be so slimy? Explore almost 100 3-D rendered interior, and we do mean interior scenes. Why couldn't they have just done 100 scenes so that they didn't have to say almost 100? Come on, man. Spend countless hours in reckless abandon with the completely new action arcade spoof Stooge Fighter 3. So this is something that they literally did. They made a Street Fighter 2 clone in this game, and it is actually something that you could play, and I think you can play it 2-player as well. So this is going to be on Evo one of these days. It's quite something. All right, scintillating super VGA 3-D graphics and super sharp spaceship shots. Say that 3 times fast. Scintillating SVGA 3-D graphics and super sharp spaceship shots. Scintillating SVGA 3D graphics and super sharp spaceship shots. Scintillating SVGA 3D graphics and super sharp spaceship shots. Boom, got it. Easy. Author bio, Scott Murphy, formerly the hip comedy duo The Two Guys from Andromeda, does a standout solo job in this comic send-up of outer and inner space adventure. So yeah, it's Scott Murphy and I'm blanking on. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Other Andromeda guy. Hold on, I'm scrolling up in the manual here. Mark Crow. Mark Crow's the other one. So Mark Crow was in 5, involved with 5, and then Scott Murphy's involved in 6. And I still don't know why that arrangement was a thing. But all I know is the 2 guys from Andromeda are most definitely back together. The band is back together nowadays, and they are moving and shaking nowadays. But for whatever reason, the band split up in the early 90s. No idea why. Maybe it was Ken Williams. It probably was. Okay. This is marked as parody for some reason. All right. This isn't an adventure game. This is a parody game. All right. Sure. Hold on a second. Space Quest is a registered trademark of the Children's Museum of Indianapolis and is used by license. Hold on a second. So at some point, the lawyers actually did some research and saw that, oh shit, we don't have the trademark for Space Quest. Either that, or they never trademarked it in the first place, and then the Children's Museum of Indianapolis did an exhibit called Space Quest, and then they filed for the trademark afterwards or something. Oh, all right. IP law, pretty good. Yeah, they can rename it Hero Quest. All right, here's the disc. Here's what the CD looks like for it. There's a one disc game. I still have this CD. I think this was actually a scan that I did of my own disc. It is scratched to hell, the disc that I have. It probably doesn't even read anymore in a CD drive, but I have so much sentimental value attached to this purple disc that I'm never gonna get rid of it. But that is what the disc looks like for that one. Okay, so just like Space Quest 5, Space Quest 6 comes with a fake magazine. And in this one, it is called the Sanitation Hotspot with Popular Janitronics, Volume 2, Issue 1. And it's also the kind of copy protection for this. You could technically do this game without the copy protection, but it is very difficult. It is very difficult. So a lot of this stuff is just lore stuff, and very little of it actually matters. And you can see here, there is nowhere near as much like art and tabloid stuff in this. This is mostly just written down stuff. All right, have a good one, Hidden. So the only thing that really matters here is this, the homing beacon puzzle. So this is a puzzle that we'll have to do, and you actually have to do a fair amount of logic to do this puzzle. I don't think we will get to this puzzle tonight, but this is where you get kind of the starting point hints for how to do it, because you have to fill in all sorts of crap here to solve the puzzle. So that's how you're supposed to do it. Okay, so let's hop in here. Thankfully, this one has voice acting. All right. And it's quite good voice acting. They actually brought back the narrator from 4. So if you like the narrator from 4, and who doesn't, he's back again. Okay. Oh, that's why. I made a separate thing for it. Okay, this. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. This might be doing the MT32 soundtrack. This is doing the MT32 soundtrack for some reason. Okay. I'll change it over to that one. Okay. All right.
The Starcon Federation has reached its decision. Roger Wilco, please step forward. Roger Wilco, you have been judged guilty of the following crimes: abandoning your post, deviating from mission parameters, misuse of Starcon property, disintegrating a fellow officer, perpetrating a sequel without authorization, and consorting with a female of higher rank. Do you have anything to say for yourself before we pronounce sentence?
Can't you guys take a joke?
Do you have anything intelligent to say for yourself before we pronounce sentence?
Nope.
Very well. It is the opinion of this tribunal that as punishment for your crimes against the Starcon Federation, you are to be decommissioned. You are hereby stripped of the rank of captain. You are no longer an officer of the Starcon Federation. Your enrollment at Starcon Academy is hereby terminated. However, due to your successful return of the SCS Eureka, your rescue of the Goliath's crew, and the fact that nobody gets rid of stubborn mildew stains and black heel marks as well as you do, we are returning you to your former post with Starcon Fleet. You are hereby ordered to resume your duties immediately as janitor second class on board the SCS Deep Ship 86.
So they said we successfully returned the Eureka. We blew up the Eureka. Sure.
Attention all hands. This is your commander speaking. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your fine performance during our recent episode, A Stitch in Time Saves Gamma 9. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you.
Yep, it's that super VGA.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. As a gesture of appreciation, we're putting in for shore leave on Polysorbate 60. Enjoy yourselves, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Kielbasa out.
Meanwhile, in a deserted warehouse just outside the galaxy...
There's the narrator.
I don't care how you do it, gentlemen, so long as his body is intact. Do you understand?
Yep.
Yes, we've got it. Yes, right, we've got it. Yes, right.
Good. Now, I believe you'll find him here, on Polysorbate 60, on a shore.
I wonder if that's... Oh, God, what's her name? Shit. The Gabriel Knight writer. She was the robot Jane Jensen. That sounds like Jane Jensen.
Okay, I'm ready. Energize!
All right, so this is the interface for this one.
As we join our hero, Roger Wilco, he has just been transported to the surface of Polysorbate 60 to enjoy a little shore leave. Apparently, there was a minor glitch in the process. Well, at least you got here with all your important parts, your hands, your mouth, and your stomach.
Oh, great! Real wonderful. Nice beam job, you metallic piece of scrap. Jeez, this is snug. Real snug. You know, it actually makes me feel kind of good. I remember when I used to wear my mom's... Well, never mind. No time for nostalgia. I've got a serious extraction problem to work out first.
All right.
He wisely ignores you.
Help me out here, robot.
It just hums along, oblivious to your presence. Don't you hate that? Don't touch that. We don't know where you've been.
What do we got in our pockets? We got one whole Buckazoid and...
It's your trusty whisk broom and dustpan. That's your current Buckazoid collection.
All right.
He seems totally unfazed by your sorry attempt at communication. Hey, that one has some legs. They're kind of spindly, but you sure have no room to criticize.
Yep. Gonk.
thank you, my good man. Yikes, I hope everything came out with me.
Okay. All right. So we got cinema, got liquor store. Let's check out the liquor store.
Hi there.
Howdy there, partner. The name's Paul Conshohocker. Yeah, it's my name. I'm the proprietor of this here establishment here. Now, anything I can sell you, why, you just let me know. But if you steal anything, I'll be forced to kind of kill you. Welcome.
That sounds fair.
All right.
Hey, don't put your mouth on that. Hey, don't put...
All right. All right.
Despite the enticing description, you really don't need that. You really don't need those.
No dough, question mark, blow?
It's most uninteresting.
Sure. Man, this MT32 soundtrack is sure is something.
That's an interesting piece of hardware. Your normally dim power of recollection actually recalls having seen a picture of one of these in the ship library. Get this. It's called a bike. People used to actually get on these and use their own muscles to achieve locomotion. What losers. Upon closer inspection, you notice some sort of ID card hanging on the frame. Upon grabbing the ID card, you notice the picture on it is of a rather homely-looking alien type. Guess everyone can't be as fortunate as you. It's the alien ID you snagged from that rusty bike. That's a fairly hideous picture of the former owner. It makes the average Department of Motor Vehicles photographer look like Ansel Adams.
All right. Superman versus Batman. Wait, hold on. We pretty much got that. Wow. Prescient.
Another Orion's Belt franchise. That's one place you have yet to be banished from. I'll bet that's the finest neon sculpture on the whole corner. Sometimes it's hard to tell which looks stranger, the ship or the being piloting it. You won't know in this case, though, since this seems to have been abandoned for quite some time. The flaming barrels remind you of the good old days, kicking back in the sandy outback of Corona, roasting Grell burgers over a lit rocket nozzle. Life was so simple then, but then so are you. Apparently, some things don't change. Ah, an arcade. You haven't been in an arcade in at least a sequel or two. How cute. It has a really big replica of a coin slot. This guy looks friendly now. Try to keep it that way. It would appear that once again, Vice is a bit more profitable than most business ventures. This place is almost too hip for the planet. But then, that's no mean feat, given what a total heap this place appears to be.
What can I do for you there, fella?
What have you got?
Well, aside from the obvious stuff which is glaring in your face from the back wall here, I do make some mixed drinks. I mean, if I do say so myself, I make a pretty mean William Gibson and a pretty good ass-em-off cocktail, you know what I mean, huh? Hey, I got you. Try a fuzzy toe jam. They seem to be pretty popular with your particular species here.
I'll pass.
You know what? I think I'll pass.
They're just some no-deposit empties. I don't know what comes down here, but these definitely have some sort of deposit. You found your way to the not-so-spiffy basement of the nightclub. Numerous stock items are stored down here. Cartons of really boring stuff like cocktail napkins and the like populate a good portion of the area down here. Kegs of Watney's, Red Dog, Samuel Adams. Excuse me, I need to wipe my chin.
Hey, buddy, get your paws out of my tips or I'll liberate your favorite organ. I'll even let you choose. Or you can leave my tips alone and you won't have to worry about that decision. It's up to you.
Trying to remember. It's been so long since I played this casually.
You can tell by the serious nature of their laughter that they're real impressed by your fake ID. Fortunately, they're just faced enough not to want to reshape you.
Okay. So we need to get our own face onto that security card. Oh, God.
Look at him. I wouldn't mess with him if I were you.
Okay, I can... Oh. So I think I was on the right track for taking the Buckazoid off of the tray. I was just slightly too late, I think. All right, it's time. It's time to meet our boy again.
Yikes! Can it be? Why, yes it is. It's Fester Blatz, former owner and proprietor of Fester's World o' Wonders, a cheesy little tourist trap on the desert planetoid of Fleabot. The t-shirt looks, and unfortunately smells, like the same one he wore on Fleabot. He has the expression of someone enjoying a permanent wedgie. He has aged somewhat. Looks like he's grown a few more neck rings. These last few years have been rough on him. From what you remember of him, he used to be kind of an aqua blue. Now he looks like a used lug liner, or the color of a Vorillion miner's loogie.
Dang.
Howdy, stranger. The name's Blatz. Fester Blatz. Welcome to Implants and Stuff. Go ahead. Have a look around at some of the most interesting replacement body components this lovely planetoid has to offer.
Oh, a nice fresh sales pitch.
Yeah, this is the only place on the planet to get a good lobe piercing, I tell ya. And even though we don't have to, we do use only Lorshan quality body part piercing products. Less chance of pus buildup and drainage that way. That stuff tends to dull the erythrium coating on the hardware.
Now you know what happened to the infamous R2 line of droids. They've been reduced to carrying out the most trivial of tasks. Fester's using one for a Gen Blood blender. How sad. The R2 line of droids seemed like the hottest thing going in their day. Then they found that one little flaw in the programming. Unfortunately, the princess's personal life will never be quite the same.
Huh. Family-friendly entertainment, huh?
Them syringes you can use with lidocaine if you got some. Sometimes you gotta give old Butch a jump start right at first.
What's special about this Abby Normal guy? Good night, Mr. Feldman, wherever you are. Not much going on there, eh? An empty tank of Gen Blood sits in the dust. A generic synthetic blood which was originally designed for use as a temporary blood substitute in the event of traumatic loss. It has become a favorite in the You Build a Beast Brotherhood.
Brain-dead products have been a staple of the home-built being hobbyist for decades now. They make a fine line of adapter plugs which allow for cross-species component swapping. Means you'll be able to pick up parts anywhere other beings exist. Nice deal, huh? They also make a pretty fine moddy. Get tired of what kind of mood your droid, or spouse for that matter, is in? Why, you just slap in one of those babies and bingo! You can modify them into a whole new attitude. Find a wife type who won't pay some big buckazoids for that. Too bad the sale of them is illegal. About all I do is trade for them. It's one of them loopholes, guess you could say. Kinda developed a hobby of collecting the suckers.
Okay, so that's going to be important.
Yeah, I got them in a few months ago, fresh from the harvesting facility. Genuine dumb brand cranial stocks. Perfect for when just one or two accidental nicks from those amateur scalpels can render your home-built being useless as lips on a... Oh, never mind. Just rip out that old stock and slam in one of these little beauties, and your home-built being will be carrying out your bidding in no time. Guaranteed.
It's a marketing device for dumb. They design and manufacture a wide variety of implants, prosthetics, and conversion attachment kits. Hopefully, their product is better made than their sign is. The drawers seem to be crammed with Mahdi's plug-in modification implants and the various adapters necessary to make them work universally. Fester has quite a collection of these, which is surprising. The sale of those things was banned years ago.
Alright, so it looks like we need to get a Mahdi somewhere and trade it to him. But we don't. Currently do not have any.
Interesting. She appears to be waiting for someone. She might be one of those professional ladies your mom told you about. She says, "Scrump off, you little felchmonger."
Dang.
Ah, this place still has those old-style ray projection infomercial viewers. What rubes. Those are some interesting-looking dudes. Must be a couple of real losers, since they seem to be dateless. Of course, that won't be a problem for you once word gets around that you've hit the planet. Can you believe he actually thinks that? That's the manager of this little slice of heaven. He looks like he's an expert on energy conservation. Mainly his. An elevator! Boy, this place has everything. He seems to be ignoring you. You get a jump on senility by mumbling to yourself.
Alright, one whole Buckazoid.
Hey, what's the deal? Come back when you get some more allowance, Sonny.
Alright, so we can't...
That's the inn's transaction register.
We can't afford a room for the night, I guess.
It says, if you have a Buckazoid, give a Buckazoid. If you need a Buckazoid, take a Buckazoid. Not too surprisingly, it's empty.
Okay.
Those two look like people my mom warned me about. I think I should avoid them.
Let's not, and say we did. It's one of those new Kodrak mobile photo booths. I heard they were beta testing those.
Okay.
You start to...
Alright, let's get our picture taken.
It's unmoved by your touch. You pop a coin in the slot and climb on in.
All right, I'm looking pretty good. Fire away. There's got to be an optics problem with that machine. I look, partially digested.
Good thing you didn't opt for that second set of prints after all. Guess that guy won't be filing any complaints with the Portable Business Association.
Okay. Alright, so we got our...
Pretty cool looking, huh?
Got our photo. We can go like this.
You quite cleverly paste your picture over the old one on the ID card.
Beautiful.
It looks vaguely like your hiney after it's been chewed out by your boss.
Sure. Okay. Alright, so now we can pass ourselves off as security. Okay. Space Quest 3, the Pirates of Pestilon. I know that.
This guy looks like he should be standing watch around one of those barrels. He has a bit of a nervous look about him. He's too far away.
Hey!
I wonder if you... Nah, what was I thinking?
Hey!
Buddy, maybe you can help me out. I'm trying to track down this Ender Droid. I'm an Ender Droid runner. I know it don't look so hot, but I'm in disguise, you know?
In disguise? Yeah, you do look disguised. I just don't know what like. Hey, here's a tip. Think seriously about a flea dip.
I could really use your help getting this one. I've had a hell of a time tracking him down. You've gotta help me. Tell you what, if you can find and immobilize this bionic beer opener, it's worth 50 buckazoids to you. What do you say to that?
50 whole buckazoids?
I've scoured this dung heap. I haven't seen synthetic hide nor hair of him. All that's left to check is that bar. I'd go in there myself, you see, but I've had a little misunderstanding with the management. No biggie. I'm sure it'll blow over soon. Anyway, can you help me out? What do you say? 50 buckazoids. And if you don't mind me saying it, you look like you could use it. So how about it?
Well, I don't know. What's this Endodroid thing look like? And why do you want it?
Well, he's about your height, only maybe a few inches higher. And I'd say about your weight, give or take 60 pounds or so. But then that's just probably because of that stuff he's made of. Kind of a liquid metal thing, but that's not important. He's got a crew cut, and I think he was wearing a long, dark coat. Has a strange accent.
But why do you want him?
Oh, he made some people mad.
How?
Oh, I guess he sort of jumped out of his program and kind of killed and/or mangled a score or so of co-workers and, more importantly, management personnel. A big no-no. No big deal. I just gotta take him in for analysis and processing. It could help pull me out of my, unfortunate cash flow situation. And most importantly, it can mean 50 buckazoids for you. What do you say?
Well, I could use the buckazoids. I'll see what I can do.
Great. You won't regret it. You're gonna need this data quarter. It's been modified to only be sensitive to certain unique components like droidium, something only an Endrodroid would be composed of. This'll help you root him out. Good luck. Let me know when you've got him. Thanks. I gotta go check in with the home office.
I'll check back out here a little later to see how you're coming along.
All right. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Slightly stuck there for a second. All right, let's go check out the arcade.
Look, it's the hot new game, Stooge Fighter 3. It's supposed to be the goriest, most violent arcade game since Disemboweling for Dollars. This humongous expensive game is an all-time favorite. You have to duplicate famous gourmet dishes while piloting vintage combat aircraft against the Nazi menace. It's called Secret Recipes of the Luftwaffe. These lava screens from Magmetheus show soothing visuals while playing hot techno-lava tunes like, What's lava got to do with it? You always hurt the one you lava. And just let your lava flow. An overhead screen advertises a new kiddie-level arcade game in which you walk around Calcutta trying to match the right body part with the leper who lost it.
Family.
It's called Mixed Up Mother Teresa.
Family-friendly entertainment.
It's last year's hot arcade punch-em-up, more dull combat too. This little purple being is kicking Fanny on this game. He's built up an audience.
Yeah, they went there. Oh, God. They changed the song for this area.
These guys are a nicely matched set. They seem to be amusing each other to a very high degree.
I stand right here. And wait for Robot Waitress to clean this table. Jams. I don't know why this is playing the MT32 soundtrack. So I'm pretty sure I set it to General MIDI. I'll have to set it to General MIDI next time.
Hey, buddy. Get your
Ah, shit. I'm pretty sure you could do that. Huh.
You hear them say, geez, our skimmer's double hovered. We gotta run. It's too humiliating to sit on. You snag the 4 hoses. Never know when you're going to meet that special lady. The canister snaps neatly into the conduit opening.
It's that tank of nitro I drug over here. Weren't you paying attention?
Sure. Definitely.
Gee, she looks pretty busy right now.
Don't touch that. We don't know where you've been. Well, that wasn't too bad for a borderline physical specimen like you. It didn't quite get the job done, though. Nah, you still haven't convinced the door to yield to your obviously superior physical presence. Wow, you really did it! Not exactly the subtlest of entry techniques, but effective. That's pretty macho for the likes of you. Who would have guessed you'd have the makings of a Starsky or a Hutch, or a Tango or a Cash?
You go now, and I don't rearrange your organs.
Alright, so we found the Endo Droid. Okay. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point for tonight. I'm getting tired. Game over, man. Game over. Thank you for playing Space Quest 6. Movie references. All right.